Happy Sunday. I wanted to come in and share with you a few things that I've learned in my 32nd year of life. I took down some notes, so I hope you will bear with me while I go through them. So the first thing that I really learned this year is there's not a single person that's different from the other. And that's to say we all have challenges and we all have dreams and goals. And although our journeys are different, we all have the same capacity to achieve our dreams. And we all have the ability to dream really big. So in that aspect, the fact that we all have 24 hours in a day, the fact that we are all here on Earth, and that we're humans mean that we're the same. There's nothing different about you or the person next to you or the people that you most admire or the people who you don't admire, the people that you may possibly look down on. We're all the same. And I've learned a lot from so many different people this year that I never thought I would. And because of that, I've really determined that there's so much more about us that are the same than there are different. And so I've learned to embrace that, and it's helped me to give more and to be more understanding and to really enjoy more about others. That's the first thing. The second thing is that beauty isn't what gets you there. And what that means to me is growing up, there were a lot of documentaries and a lot of studies even that talked about how if you looked a certain way, if you're from a certain ethnicity or culture, then you have a much higher likelihood of success, that you're going to do a lot better and a lot easier than others. And that actually held me back. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thanks for joining, and I appreciate it. That held me back in a lot of aspirations and different things because I really thought, well, I look different than most of the people here in America, right? I look different than the people I see on TV. I look different than the people I consider to be successful, and I'm not as pretty as they are. I'm not I'm not as lucky as they are to have this colored hair or to have this pretty face or to have the ability to speak the way that they do. And so I shouldn't and I can't dream as big as they do, and I can't be where they are because I don't look that way. And that's not the case. Luckily, if you use what you have in your voice, in your story, in your journey, in your mind, and use what you already have given to you, there's really no limits to what you can achieve. And I fully believe that just because of all the awesome things that I've been able to do this year and the people that I've been able to learn from and connect with, and hearing where they came from and how much they struggled and just how different they look than me and the people that I thought were successful, right? So beauty it's not what gets you there. It doesn't take beauty. It takes a lot more than that, but it takes what we all already have. So then the third thing is start today. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're dreaming of, whatever change you're wanting to make, you take that little step, that first step. I've talked about it before in a previous live, but you should very much start the moment that that idea comes to mind, especially if it's something that's going to be life-changing for you or life-changing for others. It's your responsibility to start. It's your responsibility to take action. And it's because I've taken action on these little things that have brought me to where I am today. And I am so proud of myself, to be honest. And I'm proud of the people around me who have taken the same steps to just start, even if it's not perfect. Nobody expects for it to be perfect, but it's inspiring. And it's really wonderful for the people who take that action and then the people who are able to join them in that action. It's really, really awesome. Hi, Rosanna. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. So the fourth thing, a little bit of lipstick goes a long way. Okay, so what that means, I'm not a huge makeup person. I'm not someone who spends a lot of time applying makeup and getting ready for any occasion. I love to get my sleep, to be honest. So I'll wake up just a few minutes before before I have to go where I need to go, and apply some lipstick really quickly, and it gets the job done. And what that means is I feel ready. I put on some lipstick and I'm ready. I'm the person that I feel like I need to be to show up for that meeting or that call or that event or that occasion, and I don't have to spend an excessive amount of time preparing the way that I look or the way that I feel, because putting on that lipstick gets me prepared. For you, it may be setting your hair in a certain way. It may be putting on a specific shirt to make you feel a certain way. It could just be putting on your glasses that makes you feel prepared for the day. But the fact that you are prepared, doing the little thing that you need to do for you to show up and do your best, that's what I learned about my little bit of lipstick. For you, whatever it is to make you show up your best, maybe it's calling your friend, maybe it's sending a text to your mom to let her know that you're doing really well, you woke up this morning and you're feeling great. That's your lipstick, right? Having that little bit to prepare yourself for every day to show up for your people and your job, your family, your friends, whatever it is, that little thing that gets you going and gets you feeling well. That's what I've learned is, for me, that little bit of lipstick makes such a big difference. So find what it is for you to show up at your best and do it. Hopefully it's something really quick and simple that wakes you up and gets you energized to get going. The next thing that I've learned is to remember the bigger picture. There have been a lot of instances where, well, I say a lot, but in moments where I struggle, moments where I've made a mistake, moments where I didn't deliver on time or I didn't do something right, or even if I've gotten upset at my friends or family, or maybe I lost something, whatever it is, I have reminded myself to not get lost in those little moments, because in the end, the bigger picture is we have a beautiful life. I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to lose my keys. I'm so blessed for the sink to be full, because that means that I cooked for my family that night, that I had food to eat. Little things like that I have a sister to get upset with, potentially, or that I have children that I have to pick up after. Whatever it is, there's a bigger picture, and that bigger picture is something really incredible and really beautiful. So don't get lost in the little moments of struggle. Don't get lost in the little moments of anger. Don't lose yourself or the bigger picture. That bigger picture should be what reminds you to bring yourself back and be aware of the beauty of life and what you're given today, what you have in front of you. How can you bring yourself back to the bigger picture? So create that bigger picture for yourself and remind yourself of it whenever you happen to feel lost in a moment that you don't want to get lost in. Thank you so much, Leo. I appreciate it. All right, so the last thing, because I only have 15% left on my phone and I don't want to end on half a sentence. So to circle back on all of us being the same, we are all humans, but we all have different experiences and different journeys. And we all have major things to celebrate. I have shared this so often with the people that I speak to on a regular basis. And what I say and I love to mention is There is not a single person in this world who has experienced every single thing that you've experienced. And so if you have a message to share or a mission that you need accomplished, you need to do it, because there are people out there waiting for you to tell your story. There are people out there who will only resonate with you. So if you feel that calling and you don't take action, you're letting others down without even knowing it. Whatever that may be. If it means you need to go sell houses, if it means you need to help people find their first home, if it means that you need to write that book to share your story so people can help to move beyond their struggles, if it means that you need to go put together that lawn and make it look gorgeous because that's what you know to do really well and you really love and enjoy, or if it means put together that painting, even if just up on your wall or for a business somewhere, whatever it is, you need to go do it, because the way that you do it is going to be unique and different than anyone else who can do the same thing that you may think does it better. There's someone out there who's looking up to you. There's someone out there who's listening and waiting for you to show up because they want to learn and they want to be inspired. They might not say it, but they're there and they're waiting. And when you step into what you are meant to do, who you're meant to be, you're going to see all of these doors and all of these opportunities open up. And that's really, those things encapsulate what I've learned in the last year. I've gone through a ton of changes. I've learned so much, and I feel like I've given and I've helped a lot to others. And I'm incredibly proud of myself, and I'm so grateful to the people that I've been surrounded by, because you have inspired me to do what I do every day, and you've inspired me to show up at my best every day, even when sometimes it's hard. But even when it is hard, I know that it's okay, because I am human, and I know that not a single person is expecting me to be perfect. And that in itself means so much. And I'm so looking forward to 33. I appreciate you all, and I thank you for showing up for me, and I hope to continue to show up for you. Have a wonderful day.